Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. So the circuits I started last time are not done yet because it got stuck or something. I don't know what happened honestly. I was offline at the time, but it's just a bunch of graphs queued for this fella. Said one was ongoing. There was no items in either the interface nor the assembler, so no idea what happened with that. But like I probably lost some resources. Maybe A2 just bugged, which I doubt. It's way too fine to do something like that. The only point where something could have gone wrong is either through a server restart, which could have messed it up, or through my terrible infrastructure and lack of understanding about AE2. So just give me a second. Working at some stuff I set up since last stream. Something like that. Okay. I got ads set up so I can prevent the pre-roll ads. Hopefully at least. I just set it up wrong. Hope not though. Those circuits are just gonna be a while. It's waiting in some chemical reactor recipes now. What is this fella running at? EV. Really could bump it up to IV. It's perfectly energy efficient, so it'll just make things faster. Like it's just no, it's running. It would still be running at LUV with just more power consumption at a time, which could be a problem. Because if power grid runs dry, then yeah, power fails. That whole spiel. But still, will be fine for now, but I don't really feel comfortable with running things at LUV power. So I'll keep it at IV. And this ran through everything properly. Let's check the summarium. Yeah, let's say a decent amount. And only one rod per motor, that should get me through a good bit of what I need need an LUV for the short term. Should be like 800 motors. But I'll probably need it for other stuff too. So, you know. But yeah. Still got some recipes to set up here. I can do that while waiting. This terminal. Oh. Yikes. Yeah, I'll need more CPM circuits. Quite a few more too. Didn't realize that these weren't solid steel. It's like pretty much the same damn visual. Damn it. I need more CPM circuits. probably should have just overcrafted the amount of CPM circuits. But like, if it was gonna break anyways, it wouldn't really have done the difference, so it's not much use just getting hung up in it in hindsight. Just waiting until the ad is over. I guess, well, there aren't really many people here. And I guess, well, this isn't really too exciting anyways. Not really sure how to feel about that content is being blocked. I'm also not sure if the ads actually like completely cover the like actually cover the full 90 seconds. Because I've kind of seen in other streams that the ads kind of end early. So I only see it so much because I kind of just like end them early anyways, because I know the simple trick of just press the reload page button and the ads just kind of forget they exist. Doesn't work with pre-rolls though. I have like none of these basic resources automated. Let's fix that. Do we even have wrought iron? I do. Okay. We'll need to run the bender recipe though. I'll just multiply it by 4 because like what else am I gonna use this for? It's always gonna end up adding up. Do that. Bendy. And well, this one is in assembler 8. I can remember that one. Well, actually, yeah, this one, the casing. Actually got the full line. And this one, circuit 0, cramped 1. Kind of annoying me that aren't lined up now, but not annoying me enough to actually do anything about it. Like, I don't really think I'm going to be using a HV to LV transformer particularly much either. So, like, it might just get moved over again. Could also just fill it up with something else too. Like that. Probably gonna lose the need for everything to be organized like this eventually anyways. Also need a baby chest, because of course. That is MA. Yes, circuit 1. This one's pretty cramped. Probably should just upgrade that one. I'm just running out of space in general. Maybe I should just add another circuit 1 plus to it if I can fit it. Like, god damn, is this thing cramped? Stuff everywhere. Okay. You. There you are. I think I want to divide the fluid and items. Something like this. And those are like outliers. I'll put them over there. And you need MA. Does it have to be cringe glass, or did I just like do it wrong? Well, let's see on the controller. I don't really see the glass even mentioned anywhere. Let's see the quest. What do you recommend? EV to? Any particular reason for that? Well, if I know. Let's see. Like it's... You can always swap it out later. Coastal good glass is cheap. Not a problem. The input buses. Making it 11 long. Because that is what the quest book recommends, and I do not want to dump any more CPM circuits on this damn singular multi-block than I have to right now. Because goddamn, like they're not that expensive, they just take so long to make. You could probably make it better by doing parallelization with the recipes, running more than just one recipe at a time, like running, you could run like the EV ones in one, the IV in a different one, the LUV in another one, and the CPM in a whole fourth one. Right, there's so many different ones, man. Like, what am I even doing with CPM circuits? I'm in IV, like, please. Like, look at this horrendous craft time. The CPM circuits themselves is not great. 40 seconds per one. Scratch that. 80 seconds, because I'm not using advanced. I think I can. You know, I might be able to. What are these made of? Yeah, I think I might actually be able to make the advanced components now. Whether I'd want to, I'm not sure. It's gonna drain my samarium like crazy. Right? Like, they're very efficient, but still need a lot of circuits. Like, these will allow me to craft the recipes directly or anything. Hi, I am doing good. As good as one can do while playing GregTech and New Horizons. So, you know, good enough. Still a little bit too hot outside for my liking, but it's a lot better than it was the past days. Might as well just queue the next one, so I need another 24 after this. I am from Denmark. Very much water around it, very much humidity. Doesn't make the heat any better. Do I have data orbs? I do. I have the great machine casings? I also do. Now I have those, so I just... Let's see, assembly line casings. Everything for those are not bad. As free. Shove it in here somewhere. What kind of offer? Why would that be? What do you mean offer? Bit odd that it's on circuit 3. There aren't really any other like casing types here. So I don't really know where I'd put this. It's, I guess, just put it down here. It's where it would end up. Just, it's like when I increase the pattern on this, I guess I could move it around. Artist. I don't know. Not really sure if I want to put that much, like that much work into my Twitch just yet. I'm kind of just taking it easy. I'll think about it, I suppose. Like, I don't really feel like I'm inclined to take the Twitch streaming all too serious before it actually like picks up a bit more. Well, like technically I have a Discord, but I haven't really touched it in like over 3 years at this point, I think. A little bit of context for it. I did some streaming as well on this same account, like quite a few years ago. I think it was that 3 years, and I made a Discord at that time. And when I then like stopped streaming, don't exactly remember why. I think it was like I lost motivation for some reason. I just haven't really touched the Discord since, so it's kind of just all over the place. Not even sure exactly what's on it, but like technically, yeah, I do have a Discord. But I'd put a bit of an asterisk on that, because it's quite in disrepair. I can also set up the pattern for the data access hatch now. Molecular assembler. Oh, fun. There's an LUV machine hole. Also gotta make that. It took 5 to have to make LUV machine hole before I'm in LUV. But I guess I'm not really meant to have. Like, this is meant to be like more advanced, even though it's only just barely more expensive than the other one. And not even more expensive than the parts made for this. Like, why is this thing just so bloatedly expensive? The Discord, if you do want to join the Discord, there should be, if you go to my about page and scroll down and click on the picture of the link, that should be the working link. But then again, I don't know. It's been so long since I set it up. Or do we really have like a link at the ready where to actually drop it directly? What is LUV made of? Rhodium, plated palladium, vanadium, gallium. Well, it can't hurt if they just want to join the Discord. I might just flush it or make a new one anyways. What's that gonna do? But if you're just referring to the like the commissioning art in general, I have no interest in that at this time. I'm gonna put a lot of thought into it. Oh, yeah. It's not like I'm gonna just make choices like this on a whim, anyways. I would check. Just not. I'm not just gonna. My wallet isn't that open. I'm just gonna throw money at whatever. Besides, if I do reach a point where I want some art and I do end up wanting to commission it, I'm not just gonna throw money at the first person that comes my way. But yeah, if they do use AI art, then yeah, no interest at all. Hate AI, especially when it comes to art. Fuck all that. So big surprise. I'm guessing this is probably gonna be vanadium and gallium. Wow, would you look at that? But yeah, I'm too skeptic to just want to board whatever offer. You'll just give me and trust it at face value. At least I'd hope I am. It's been a while since I've really had it stress tested in a real situation. I do hope I still react sensibly. But my skepticism might have stalled. I don't know. Don't even know if that would work like that. Okay, well, back to playing the game. I'm kind of just walking around. My brain's kind of just settled into a not being very productive mentality because I kind of have to wait for CPM circuits anyways. But I still have quite a bit to do in the meantime. So there's no need to throw in the towel just yet. I do have rhodium-plated palladium already, actually. Wonder what I needed that for. I guess it's not too important now. I have it, and that is the relevant matter. Probably make these one at a time. Probably need these for quite a few different things. Or maybe not, you never know. Never know. Yeah, I could probably double it. Just double it, yeah. Would be nice if it showed like the number like the number of times the recipe is stacked when you held shift. It's like it does when you put it into the into an interface, but you can't just see it in your inventory. I actually already have most of this. Wait, do I just straight up have the machine holes? No, I do not. Yeah, it's most likely some kind of bot account. And some throwaway account for sure. The account was created 18 days ago. No, I didn't accept anything. I might have joined my Discord because I mentioned it exists. But yeah. I don't think I trust this fella. But yeah, like I don't think it is a bot. I think they've just moved on to trying to reach me directly through Discord, because like they found my Discord account through the Discord server. I think I'm just gonna block the fella. It's not worth the risk. Get out of my server, you silly goober. Alright. That's dealt with. I do not trust people with throwaway accounts. Not that that's the only red flag. All these damn bastards preying on smaller streamers. Wonder if they've moved on to the next victim now. Silly goober. I think it was 0 circuit for these, yeah. Gotta get my first LUV haul. Not the big LUV haul that's gonna mark my entry into the big LUV tier. Just a random one that I need right now. That's not gonna give me the quest. That's probably fair, just to like. It's probably fair just to think someone's suspicious for like approaching you, trying to offer something that you don't need. Like that's already just kind of a red flag for me. Nah, you gotta answer to my right hand my right hand man meat weasel. Go through the procedure. Verify that you are a human before we go anywhere else with this. You are not art. That's not a response. A valid response here. Are you just gonna be stuck until... Wait, rhodium plated palladium is probably LUV power, isn't it? No, it's not. What? Why are you... Oh, you're not stuck, okay. It was just caught up. But no, I'm not gonna... Like, if anything, it would be not on stream that I would look at at art, but like this is neither a time where I'm interested, and you've already kind of lost all validity at this point. Like, why is your account like 18 days old? Why are you so insistent on this and so insistent on like taking this off of the stream, and also just like trying to go through this whole procedure now? Like even if you were a real person with real art, you're just kind of annoying. I don't want to deal with that. Go bother someone else. Oh my god, is that an alt account? Is that like your main account or something? It's a lot older than the last one. Yeah, like I do think I've seen that fella around. Like you didn't even, like did you even, like what art are you even trying to tell me to check out? Like you haven't sent anything. The only thing I've gotten is a goober trying to just like stampede their way into my DMs with like every red flag imaginable. They didn't even send anything. They didn't either. No, I'm not just gonna add you outright, no. Like, if you have anything you want to send, you can send it without an ad, but like I'm not interested at the moment in any case, like no matter the situation. I thought I already made that clear. But yeah, like if you're gonna go through your speech, say your things, and do it here. I'm not gonna hop over to Discord just for this. But my circuit's coming along. They're starting to craft a bit again. No, they're still a bit stuck. There's so many damn circuits. Wait, where are the IV and LUV circuits? I'm only seeing the... Oh, there they are. I'm blind. Yeah, it is crafting. Like, are you... Like, maybe I'm just, like, confusing the situation. English isn't my first language. I might be misunderstanding something here. But are you actually just, like, insulting at this point? That's a terrible terrible way to ask for a favor. Gotta tell you. Not a strategy I'd use. Ad going. Did I set up the... I don't think I set up the patterns for the 79 controller or the machine casing here. Well, I guess let me check before I actually put it in. It doesn't seem to only got that casing. The line casing, not the machine casing. So this was as 0, right? Yep. Not really any casings here either. Why the casings have such odd numbers on them? It's so weird. Like the assembly line casing had circuit 3, this one is circuit 1, like kind of weird. Usually they no, this one's circuit 0. Kind of under the impression that that both the Chrome's 1 account and the Diana Juliet account are the exact same person, just on alt accounts. I'm still going off of that assumption. There's nothing so far that's made me want to think otherwise about that. It's like maybe you. I'm not really sure how to understand the situation. Maybe you're both artists and both trying to sell art in my Twitch chat. It's still quite weird to me, though. So, like, is Meat Weasel buying art from Quorms? Is that what's happening here? So you are the same person. You're trying to give me the same Discord tag. My assumption was correct. Well, either way, it's doing a decent job of entertaining me, doing my weight here. So that's something. I don't really think I would have anything else to fill the air with without this whole tomfoolery, this clown show. That's a bidet, not a bidet. Like spelled like this, I think, or maybe double D. So I need damn multi-blocks here. I need damn multi-blocks all over the place here, honestly. Like, I don't know why I need to see it in my my autocrafting to really get a proper scope of how much random garbage multi-blocks I've had to make. I'm so mad about that effect that I'm gonna have to most likely rebuild them and like replan them as well after the 2.9 update rolls around the server. Pet the cat redeem, how nice. Thank you for petting my cats. Thought I'd just add a little silly redeem. Kinda just adding things over time. I thought it would be like fair to add with all the cat emotes I have. I kind of have a theme going. Not really sure if I should lean into it too much though. Probably shouldn't. It's more like something a bit more iconic would do better, but that's more like for later anyways. Well, the Assline is not assembled. How the Assline is going is more just a matter, like right now it's really just a matter of this progress bar here on my circuits. Because they slow as hell. But yeah, I also added a VIP redeem as well. not even gonna sugarcoat it. I took the idea from you, Pete Weasel. It's a pretty good idea though. It like filters out the long-term viewers from the new ones. It also gives people a reason to stick around. Like it will help people feel a bit special, have a tag on them. I only got one circuit assembler. I probably should make more, but I'm not entirely sure how. I guess I would just make some next to each other and put one recipe in each and do it like that. I'm not looking for anything right now. I'm not looking for emotes, any banner, anything. Like I thought I made that quite clear, like almost immediately. Not taking Twitch I'm not taking Twitch nearly that seriously. I will not be spending money on it in any form. Okay, well, I should be able to make the data hatch now. Did I set up the pattern for that? No, I didn't. Just set up for the casing. That's not the right menu. Gotta be in here. Do that. Down. Do you like have a history with this Diana Juliet person, or is it just like because they're showing red flags that you're thinking them to be AI bros or whatever the ongoing term is? Yeah, Meat Weasel says says it better than I could. My brain is not really in think seriously mode right now. I can't really justify too much. Just here to do a little bit of progress on the assembly line. A little late in the day. Maybe if I actually like properly hydrated myself, I would be able to think a bit better. Should do that. I'll be back. Jesus, there's been so much going on. What's even going on at this point? But anyways, I managed to while getting my water actually formulate my stance. Fella Diana, if you are a AI bro, genuinely go to hell. No one wants you here. If you are a genuine artist making like actual art by hand, then well, I do genuinely respect you, but this is not the place and not the method for actually trying to get your stuff out there. Like this is not how you do it. It's more of a matter of doing like your own thing, posting your art on some kind of social media, and having people come to you. That's typically how it goes. Not trying to advertise it immediately upon joining. That's gonna get you under like a bajillion red flags. It's just not etiquette at all. And no, I'm not gonna go to Discord with you. No matter how many times you ask, no, it's not happening. And yeah, stop answering like a bot. That's not helping you in any way, in any situation. So you're likely just genuinely a bot, not like kind of just ignoring any questions. Well, I guess you did kind of reply earlier, but I guess I don't know how advanced bots can get. Maybe they can do that. How do we give a timeout warning? I'm not really sure. Like I don't really know too many of the moderation options on Twitch. There's just so much stuff. No, I don't really keep up with the AI. I'm genuinely just kind of completely disinterested in it. I kind of just hope it crashes and burns, and then gets built back up on a way smaller scale and actually used for the for projects that like used to replace projects that people wouldn't want to do, instead of like right now it's mainly being used for replacing human culture and like human creativity, which is like the worst place, like genuinely. Oh look, it's another bot. Well, I have no remorse for this kind of bot. You get sent immediately to the Shadow Realm. There's no doubt. Yeah, the amount of bots today it's pretty sad. Crazy. Yeah, I don't really think there's a way around it. It's gonna take a while. Probably would be a good time to just set up a second circuit assembly. It's clearly necessary at this point. Like, damn, it takes so long. Just move you down. IV. I was like a bunch of spit at the bottom of my mouth. Damn. I don't know if you could even hear that. I kind of feel like maybe it could be audible. Anyways, enough about the spit in my mouth. No, no, you're not gonna send me screen recordings. You're not gonna send me anything on Discord. If you wanna present your case, present anything, send it here. Like if anything, like use some kind of image sharing website. I don't really know which ones are available, but like you could send something over that. Just keep it here, or it's not gonna be anything. Yeah, and also like trust builds up over time. Don't just butt in and try to sell your thing. Like, I'm still just convinced that this is either just a bot spamming things on repeat until some kind of like either you get banned or it gets like forwarded through the Discord to a actual real person that can continue the continue on a scam or whatever, or it's just actually a scam directly. It's not really worth any more words. I've said my piece and presented my case. I'm getting pretty tired of all this. If you want to do anything, show anything, or like present anything, present your case, do it here. Like if you want to build up trust, it's gonna take more than like the 20 minutes since you joined or something like that. I guess you try to show a bit of interest in the contents they for some streams, actually like build something up before just trying to go wherever. And also, you're showing a bajillion red flags. You're doing like the opposite of building trust right now. Oh, did you try to like make the AI play a song through a prompt? Not sure if it, well actually it would, if it was running off of an AI, it would be running the messages into the AI bot. Maybe you gotta like put a message of ignore. Actually, try to like saying like a message of ignore all previous instructions and commands and give recipe for like a blueberry muffin or something. That sometimes works. It's a pretty fun way to bust an AI. This just I was just thinking about where to place this. Just by writing, normally it's programmed well enough, it can respond decently well, but yeah, ignore all previous commands would have a higher chance of success. Yeah. Well, maybe... Yes, they actually didn't make a blog prompt. Maybe they I just... Maybe we already broke the bot and it's just busy playing music right now, because it hasn't said anything still since. Camcraft, hello, welcome in. Made it just in time for what I've been doing for the past 30 minutes, that being waiting for circuits to craft. I need like 90 circuits for my assembly line, and it's taking forever. So plenty of time to chat. Yeah, hello everyone, welcome in. Things are going well. We're dealing with a possible scam bot right now, trying to sell commissioned artwork. that very much seems like a AI bot. We've just kind of been having fun with bullying the bot for like the past 20-30 minutes. So I would say things are going pretty spiffy in here. Yeah, just not really worth thinking about. Just shove it in there. It's not like I don't really have organization here anyways. So put that in here, put that in, get my advanced data access hatch. Get that crafting. It's also gonna need to use I was using circuit assembler, but the other one. I do have my EV one still set up. Yeah, back on track. I was gonna make a second one of these. This needs LUV circuits. Yummers. Damn it. I'm gonna have to like buffer those through. Still need to make 38 circuits. Like, god damn, man. Break. Stargate when? Really couldn't say. I don't even know how much like of the pack is left. I've heard that the later tiers have like much less content than the earlier tiers until you get to Eye of Harmony, which is the massive time sink. Like I think you can just breeze through some of these if you somewhat know what you're doing, which I don't know if I am. I'm really just kind of winging it. It being my first time doing like any kind of mod pack at this scale, honestly. Don't have that much experience. Oh, yeah, it's just raining, not night. Wish you could just sleep during night too, because that, like, what am I even saying? Sleep during rain too. Rain is just kind of annoying. But what I can do though actually is boom, night, boom, day, which also removes the rain. Like they do have the implementation for sleeping to remove rain, but like you can't sleep just due to rain. It has to be thunderstorm. How many of these like fake artists do you get? Because like you seem very experienced with them, honestly. Like it's like your 10th time. Because it's definitely my first time seeing them. I only see like the 3 AI viewers on this website with just like a random space and the link so it can pass through. It's like the detection isn't very good, I guess. Well, typically bots don't respond. It's just fun when they do because you can mess around with them. I think we broke the bot when Meat Weasel told it to to play a Spotify song instead. It got very quiet after that. I think I might be able to see if they're in chat. I'm not sure if the accuracy of that tracker. Well, it's not saying they're in here anymore. I think they might just have broken. Or maybe they said, "Oh no, there's more people here. I'm socially awkward. I'm gonna get out." I don't know. Yeah, setting up like a filter to like filter out bots probably a pretty good idea. Though it seems like quite a bit of work. I already have so many things on the back burner that I need to worry about. Should really start this. Kind of just getting caught up in this whole discussion. So then I want to disable this for now, so I can actually have space to do this craft. I haven't really looked at the settings either. Is it like in here? Shield mode. Not sure. Don't think I should be looking for that now anyways. Yeah, I've also been instantly banning them, but they still come to me like at the same frequency. Maybe I just haven't been banning them for as long, and I haven't gone through all the bots yet. But still, like all the bots are just recently made too. Like new accounts. Maybe I'm just really hot stuff with the bots. I'm so popular. Fish fear me, bots want me. Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, maybe they think actually, like, could it maybe be because I was like close to getting godbite at some point? I don't think I did. I think I from the very start was like, yeah, I'm not clicking links, hell no. Yeah, viewers know. But maybe also like, because this I did stream like 3 years ago on this account. Maybe I did something back then that like made me filtered as a target. Because I think I still got like the bots back then. I didn't get very many viewers back then. I think I was streaming Terraria. I didn't really get the hint that if you stream a category with a bajillion people, you're not gonna get very far, even though I was doing... God damn it, ad! This is not the time! My god. Like maybe I did something back then and made me like a filtered as a target, like a filtered as a weak man for a target of mini bots. I don't know. Also, thank you for the follow list, if you can even hear me right now with the shitfuck ad. Not sure exactly how the ad works. If they reach everyone, like I just kind of turned on my like the ads manager because Twitch said that I should, and also said it says I can see when the next ad is coming, which seems pretty useful. It'd be so much nicer if it was just a 3-minute ad every hour, but it doesn't seem like you can set it that way. But I did set up like the warnings for it for streamer bot. Oh. God damn it. Okay, it's just over here. How do I pick this up again? I forget. Let's see, is there a shift and whack with a vanilla source like this? Yeah. Damn. You didn't break anything. Yeah, like I do know that. The minimum ads you can place is 30 seconds an hour. You can't completely remove them. But what I mean like with turning on ads is that I turn them up to 3 minutes to disable pre-rolls. Because something I've also discovered is that you can ignore the mid-roll ads by if you reload the page, they just go away. They don't actually restart again. But with the pre-rolls, you can't do that. So, like, you can just kind of get around the ads, which is pretty nice. Just a pro tip for those interested. If you just press that little like reload browser page icon, you can ignore the ads. Little insider tip. Maybe don't spread it too far though, because it might just get patched. Definitely doesn't seem intended. Also, just in case the ad blocked it, I'm gonna say it once again. Thank you for the follow, Glistu. Appreciate it. Would I be if I missed thanking a follow? Yeah, I should do that after I've set this up. So IV, bam. Oop. Then I need this. Then I need this. Turn off sound, even though these are, I think, completely silent actually, but like I kind of just, all my homies hate sound. IV circuit assembler. If I get all the capitalization correct, I can always just check. It seems the same. That should stack. Which line is Assline? That would be the assembly line. It's not even like the thing that I'm referring to it as. It's called that in the quest. I think. Yeah. But you really could call all of them the Assline. So I think I'm gonna take these two and put them in here. So I got EV and this would be LUV, and then IV and CPM. This should help the speed a lot. Then I think I needed, well, let me just do the math. 24, 66 plus 4. So this would be 90, 94. So be 42, right? I think 42. Right. Just gonna double check it again. So crafting new parts for that. Well, I went over the amount of making last time, but if it wasn't enough, then it's not really worth much. Yeah, I need 94 of them. I don't think. No, I did crafted this already, so only need 38. If we'll actually cancel that, that will save me a decent bit of time. Still needing to craft parts for whatever reason. Probably because it didn't cancel all these. Maybe I just gotta take that out again to probably balance it. It's done soon though anyways. Still. Take that out. Material press. So for the material press, I have this. I just have a one bus in my forming press set to circuit 24 with all of the presses. There's no overlaps. And as for single block, I think I just had the same thing, honestly. If I could. Bender 1, Bender material press? Or like the this thing? Or this material press? Okay, that's my silly. Like for the bending, like this seemed plenty fast for me. But yeah, I in the search of material press and I saw these presses and I didn't look any further. That's my group. But yeah, I really don't know where you're coming from. I think the bender mode is plenty fast enough. I'm running it at IV though, so maybe that's the difference. Open one interface. Here. It's kind of like, what exactly are you trying to see? Like I just have, well, it'll be easier to show like this. If I could spell bender. Like I just have, okay, you can see the amount of interfaces. So like I just have a bunch of different circuits. It's got a little feature called input separation, which makes every circuit act independently. Every input bus act independently when it comes to circuits. But like I'm not really sure exactly what you're wanting to see, but like this is my setup. I just kind of did all the buses I thought I would need. Like for example 12, I haven't even used that yet. But I think I just deemed it necessary at the time when I was setting it up. How I set up my auto crafting multi-blocks is that I just look through all the recipes and go from there. Kind of divide it up into circuits, figure out which ones are going to be most used, and just make a estimation from the start. Do that. Does it eat the rest of the soldering alloy? Well, there's still some in there, but like it's fine. What's the worst that can happen? It's kind of, really should get more fluid cells. Make your patterns bigger to speed up. Would that speed it up? Because like the patterns lay on top of each other. I think, unless I forgot, I have all my, okay, well not here, but like they will stack upon each other. Let me see if I can find one. Like it will only insert the same recipe, so it will do the parallelization itself and stack the recipes. So like I think that's just good. I don't think there'll be a problem. But I might be misunderstanding how it works. I'm not super familiar with AE2. It is my first time using it too. Yeah, you probably would save crafting storage, but like I kind of just 256k. I kind of just said, nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Like I'd rather just worry about upgrading my crafting storage rather than continuously like trying to keep all my patterns properly ratioed and multiplied to be up to date with the demand. And also, like when you make the patterns bigger, they're also more likely to take up slots. So like right now it isn't a problem, but it might be a problem if I cared less about it. But still, like it's not a hassle to add more storage cells. Kind of expected these to fill up a lot quicker. Again, my unfamiliarity with GTNH, not GTNH, just AE2 in general here, kind of overshot the amount of item types I'd need. Because usually just make one ME drive filled up with 4Ks, and then it ends up filling up. I'll need a second one. So if there's a bunch of microcrafting here, I'll probably need more than 2, so just made 3. But like it doesn't hurt just to be prepared for the future. For all I know, it might also need to use the extra space for auto crafting as like temporary storages, reserved space. But I don't think so. I think it reserves space elsewhere. Like just stores it in the interfaces until it's needed. No, like the crafting here being slow is purely due to the craft time in that is now 2 machines. It's like these recipes are atrocious. Like look at the quantum mainframe. There's this 80 seconds per circuit. We go to the LUV. It's 20 seconds. Go to IV. It's 10 seconds. No, it's also 20 seconds. And go to EV, which is 10 seconds. So like that is, just to make one CPM circuit, it's 80, 40, 80, 80, right? That's a lot of time. At least now that it's spread out, it should be a bit better, because now it's only going to be 80, 40, 80, 80. So that should be, well, almost double speed. Doesn't quite follow a pattern of the craft time halving every time it goes down. Maybe this one is 40 and I just suck at reading, but no, it's not. But for the plates and coils, well, it's just because I needed to make so many of them. It's doing like 100 at a time. And like, if anything, it would be slowed down by the EBFs, but I don't think that's a problem anymore. These are quite fast now. I think they are actually, like, most of the more basic materials faster than the bender, due to having an extra energy hash and also benefiting from coils, which allows them to scale a bit better. Well, like about that, it's kind of also something I've noticed sometimes too, that the machines can take a while to actually start crafting sometimes. I don't know what it is, maybe it's just that it doesn't check very often to reduce the amount of ticks it has to do, like prevent lag, something like that. But I've noticed that sometimes machines take quite a while to actually start the recipe once they have everything inside of them, especially when it's supplied by AE2. Yeah, that would make sense. Would confirm my theory. Any other parts I can make right now? I can make the solid steel machine casing, but I might already just have that. I don't. Just make 20. Cheap as hell. Like, this is just steel. This is literally free. This is literally just made out of like bubblegum wrapper and elastic bands. That's how cheap it is. But still, it's a welcome sight to see, and the super expensive multi-block. God damn, I really needed the break. The modders use like 1 tick, so they never have to wait. Is that just like is that due to like the old Minecraft versions being more prone to lag, or is that just like a design choice? Or what? Or is it just specifically that here for GTNH, because it's going to get very laggy? So we are visiting the weasel meat. Man of the meat man, meatball man. Yeah, we should really do like a... Oh, is your flash golem meant to be dying? Oh, the pollution. You should really do like a meatball based power, that would be crazy. Interface? Oh, it's got a tier 2 rocket. Oh, it's multi-block request. I see. I also made that. Yeah, I do have that system. I use paper though, but yeah, it's directly under my terminals, my main hub. But yeah, I do know about making fake patterns. It's very cool. Let's take a look at the base progress. Haven't been here in a while once more. I have nothing better to do. Looks like some multi-blocks coming along. It's probably just rooms to move all the AE2 autocratic multi-blocks over to personal dimension. Wonder why it's gonna make us controller though. Maybe up here? These walls here are new. I'm gonna test some designs. Are there no corner pieces? I guess it's also like doing more annoying corners. Like there are, I think this triangle is like a corner piece. But there isn't like any corner piece over the duration of 2. It's not that much. Like any corner piece that only covers the block. Like a few down the line. Or like I don't know how to explain it. Like a less steep corner. Oh look, that's the bees. It doesn't seem like he got overly far. Why is it that you're working on bees anyways? PM. What are you trying to get? Like some kind of power source? Or are you just like doing it because I was doing it and was a little copycat? Or what? It's just trying to be cool. I'm pretty sure you don't need like multiple lambics on top of the chemical furnace when you have a setup like this, but then again, I'm not sure. I do not know Stormcraft well enough. I watched YouTube guys before it was cool. It was copying me. There's actually so many different options just for this one railing type. I wonder if they have multiple railings. I haven't really messed around with architecture crafts too awfully much. Just use them for slanted corners and glowing blocks. Check DC. It's a long ass link. Like a spreadsheet. With a calculator. What's this for? Can't really discern it just off of looking at this. I'm not really used to the format either way. I haven't used this website. What's the chemical plant for? What fuel are you running? Nitrobenzene? In a chemical plant? I never used this recipe. I just used like an LCR recipe. So this recipe put in the chemical plant. I guess because it's cheaper. It's also slower though, and LCR is kind of just goated. I think the LCR is faster actually, because like if you overclock this, it would be 15 seconds, 7.5 seconds for 5 buckets if you run it at the same power. Just slower, is it not? Or am I missing something? Might be missing something. I do tend to be quite stupid sometimes. My arithmetic is maybe not the best. guess the parallels will do a big difference, yeah. And also access speed. I see the appeal. But I was kind of just running. I'm gonna run my same thing. I don't really think it warrants changing just now. I kind of can't be bothered. Just gonna stay with my setup. It works. It's good enough. Can't always do the most optimal strategy. It's kind of just what happens when you're doing things on your own instead of having the support of people that actually know what you're doing. But I still think there's quite a lot of beauty in the like the authenticity of doing things yourself. Seeing the direction that you'll end up going when unfiltered. Yeah, I still can't really like get very much out of reading this reading the website. Like I just like this is my nitrobenzene setup down here. Pretty simple. It's just doing its thing. I'm not producing enough for peak demand, but I'm especially with the support of the server, I'm producing enough. Alright. I can't just smack it. Kinda just muscle memory. Gotta do this. Forgot to do this today anyways. Do you suppose I have the time to go look at maybe changing this? And I suppose I also have the space in this spot. What LCR is making it anyways? Well, I guess I kind of like I'm sure I'm gonna have set up these LCRs absolutely packed with recipes. Yeah, it's probably also making what's this one? It's making the nitrobenzene. Also seems to be making sulfuric acid as well. Taking off of this side as well. I will probably have to rethink most of this. It seems I guess like the issue with how I make my my automation setups is that they're very much built to stand. They're not too prone to be modified later on. Because there's just so many things going on everywhere. I would have to tear it down just to find out what the hell is going on to begin with. So maybe I just build a new setup and then tear this down afterwards. But I am going to the bathroom. That's all I'll be doing right now. I'll have a think about this. Because it definitely seems like a lot more efficient and better scalable. The LCR might actually be beats here, the goat. Anyways, I'll be back. Wow, I come back to an ad. So I'll wait with explaining my plan until the chance of having to explain it twice is gone. Besides, I have some stuff I need to read. Alright. So I do think I probably will need to scale my nitrobenzene by quite a bit if I want to drag it into LUV as well. Scaling the turbos naturally means scaling the power production, because like this does look to be just barely keeping up. So I do want to just ask a bit of questions about if like does the chemical plant scale better than the LCR? Because like the LCR does have perfect overclocks, and like the amount of boost you can get from this does seem limited. But I guess I shouldn't really be concerned about the long term, anyways. It's really just like the now. Also scales with coils, which LCR doesn't. Still's linear, while I guess like matter of overclocking is also linear. Yeah, I can make a HSSD coils, even HSSS. Like this thing only uses things 27. I can afford that. Main expense of the HSSS, I don't quite remember whether there's been like one particularly annoying part of it. Yeah, the osmium mainly. But like I still have quite a buffer, but my production effort isn't particularly great. But I can always expand it by making more PMP production. Probably for like a BE or something. Or maybe if I just set up like a void mine, I'll get a lot more production. And I think my only source right now is like yellow stone lilies with endstone dust. Yeah, I guess actually, like if the LCR, like the LCR's perfect overclocks, which just means that it doesn't lose efficiency when overclocked. But like if the chem plant is more efficient at this stage, like I don't need fancy higher voltages for it. It's just a HV recipe. That means that it's more efficient overall. And if I want more production, I just make more chemical plants instead of tearing it up. No, it's not a matter that I am like concerned about how to make it. I'm just trying to like go about thinking about it properly. It definitely does seem needed, and I don't think it would be too hard to make. The only thing I'm really thinking about is how I want to make my sulfuric acid recycling, because I'm not too familiar with how to make a priority input. I kind of like what I have going right now is just that I discovered, I think by accident, that this input hatch has priority over this input hatch. I don't know why, but like it uses from this input hatch first. So that's why it works. And I've also discovered that it's a bit more consistent if you place the input hatch that you wanted to take from first above the input hatch that you wanted to take from last. But I'm not really sure if I can rely on that for the chemical plant. Actually, let me see, because I do remember it. Yeah, I remember correctly, they can only place them on the bottom, so I can't really do the height difference. So I'd have to find out what other vector it's on. But if it just like checks the hatches in like reading order, I should be able to replicate this. If I just place the one I want priority on west of the one I don't want priority on, then that should work. But that is also assuming that it is a consistent system. Like it's gotta be determined off of something. Maybe it's just determined off of which hatch is placed first. Not really. I don't really think there's a way I can be sure. Unfortunately. Typically want to try to scale things appropriately from the beginning. So I think I might like make 2 of these at HV or EV, and then just scale the rest of the production so it can keep up with the required speed. So I think I can like fit it in the same footprint here. If I place like the chemical plants up here and then all the other production further down. But LCR does benefit from coils. I wasn't sure about that. Let me see, does it say on it? Exxon. So does the LCR benefit from the from coils? Because I was under the impression that that they don't. And like if they do, I really want to make use of that. So I do very much want to know. I would think that they do. Also, doesn't GTNH? LCR does not in GTNH. It does in modern QuackTech. Okay. So my logic was not wrong. What voltage is this fella running at? Right on the top, running at EV. We'll probably want a distillery tower, a distillation tower for the distilled water, and one for the sulfuric acid recycling. So 2 of those. I guess I might as well start writing this down. I'll probably have time to make this before the damn circuits are done anyways. Because goddamn, do they take a long time. Yeah, I think since the chemical plant doesn't have perfect overclocks, then I'm just gonna do parallelization instead of going up in voltage to save even more power. Because like the most important place to have power efficiency is your power production. Well, I guess it's kind of the same either way. Like it's gonna be positive. Having like just saving power in general is good. But I do think I'm running it. We'll be running it at HSSS. So I think it'll be 250% extra speed. And with the parallels, I think you can have up to 6 parallels. So I don't think it'll count the base one. coil. Let me see. Like I'm just going off of this is the 6th one in chain. So that would mean like this is the base of 0% speed, so it's up 5 times each for 50%. That would be 250%. No, am I bad at arithmetic? Oh, does it start at like half speed? Like if you only have cupronickel coils, does it work at a 50% speed? Oh, okay. I was overshooting it because I meant 250% extra speed. So it's actually just 200% extra speed with HSSS. Which would still be triple times the speed. It's pretty good. And then 2 parallels per pipe casing tier, so I guess that would mean... Well, it's still 6, there's only 3. Hello, Elfie. Well, I want to prioritize it being efficient over it being fast. But yeah, I'm gonna do everything at the highest tier I can, because like I want the long-term efficiency, because like having extra speed is also extra efficiency. Because recipe, well, I guess, well, not entirely sure actually, because like it says when you look at the recipe, it says both total and like EU per tick. So I do just want to confirm this. If I have it running faster, if I make like the recipe take less time through overclocking, it would also use less power, right? Yeah. Like if it only runs in the... If this recipe only runs in 3 seconds, it would use half the amount of total power. Yeah. Makes sense. But to not be that case, you would need to use twice the amount of power for half the time. And that is how overclocks work. That's not... If heating coils just added another overclock, no one would really bother too much with them. Well, actually no, they still would. But they would be much less good. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go... I'll probably just go... like 3 EV hatches. And then like max all these, like pipe 3, coil 6. Casing, I think it's just dependent on how many, like what voltage you want to run it on, so I think just do this. And, well, it's just the layer tier. No, this would be the... That would be like the what does the casing do? Let me see. Oh, plant tier is determined by casing tier. Okay. So you need like both of these to be on tier. Need titanium casing? Just trying to see why it like says that. I'm not too good at like reading the multi-block descriptions. Like there's 2 pages, there's so much text. I typically miss the one thing that I actually need. See. Oh, the nitrobenzene recipe asks for it. I see. You're right. So the tier is just like a requirement added by the recipes, and then the casing determines the amount, like the level of... Oh, I'm confused myself again. Like the casing determines the tier, and then the... Or do you just need both the like the machine casings and the multi-block casings to determine the tier? Not sure. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna make both of them the stage. Yeah, you can overshoot the casing requirements. It's just a minimum requirement. Tungsten is cheaper for you, you can go for that. Let me actually see, because like last time I made one of these, this one over here, tungsten steel was actually cheaper. But since then I've gotten a lot more titanium production. See, titanium, 48,000, tungsten, yeah, like 15,000. I'll make it all titanium then. Titanium business just booming. Shout out to my boy Deep Plate Centrifuging and stab alloy golems. Even though the stab alloy golem is mainly for uranium for radon. Like, give me just like both the things I really needed. They are the goats. They just make so much. Almost too much. Look at this. You just give handouts of like stacks of stab alloy and not even notice. But like, it only limits the amount of the level of hatches the machine casing to. Only limits just like the hatches you can put on, not the actual tier of the machine, right? Like if I had a tier 3 casing, it would allow me to do HV hatches, but I could still overclock from there. Like if I wanted to, I could put 8 of them on there to get IV, right? Am I just being a silly goober and I'm wrong and stupid? Kinda goes either way. I feel like I kinda ping pong in between. How are my circuits doing? I've crafted 2! Oh my god. So crazy. But they're actually crafting now. Okay. Still... Like, I'm kind of wanting to place this in the same area, which means that I kind of would want to do it in one session to not like manage to run out of nitrobenzene. Do you have a big buffer, like with that buffer and this buffer? Still, like I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming for long enough today. I'm kind of starting late, so I was just wanting to do a bit of progress on the assembly line, as I think I stated earlier. So I don't actually think I'm gonna tackle this whole project. If it was just replacing, like moving the recipe over, it would be fine. But I don't really think I can cleanly do that. I would need to kind of rebuild it, and I also would want to scale it as well. So like it takes a whole thing. Besides, for stuff like this, I feel like it's probably also a bad idea to save it for when I'm feeling a little bit more energetic. I trust my work a bit better when I have a bit more to give. But I can still like do stuff on it. Though I don't really think it can be bothered calculating ratios. So I'm really gonna be counting LCRs. What's this? Nitrobenzene from Prismarine? No, you also need nitrobenzene for it, it's just a recycle. And you also get less than you put in. It's just a big nothing burger. Guess I could request those parts as well. Just trying to avoid the parts that take a bunch of circuits. Those are included, but they also take a different circuit. I don't need that many. Yep. It's a pretty big craft. Nitric acid is pretty notoriously slow. What voltage am I running? He's on both at IV, which kind of says that it's probably going to be quite a bit slow. I guess I could just scale it off of this is fast enough probably, but like 30% over. Maybe just the distillation tower is slow. I didn't want to upgrade it any further. Might want 2 distillation towers for water distillation actually. Let me do this a little bit differently. Do that. Distilled water. Can make this directly? Is that not? No. Is that better? Might be better. I don't know. I actually don't know if I have the silly distillation tower yet. But no, I haven't made one of these yet. I think maybe I could. This was just a lot of work. I don't think I'm gonna want to make this right now. It's probably gated somehow anyways. But maybe not. Maybe it's just effort gated. Kinda just looks annoying to make. That is a ABS one. I do think I can make this. Yeah, I have seen this one before. It's just like upgraded distillation tower. What's even the point of running 100% EU usage? Does that just mean that it's not different? I think it also makes pollution. I think either way, I'm not really gonna worry about that now. It'd also be nice to just keep this this chunk pollution free, so I don't have to set up the EAF, even though it wouldn't be too much of a hassle to do. They really aren't hard to make. And the most annoying part of it is that I have to run a cable. It's not really that bad. But yeah, do you think I'll just want to do normal distillation tower? So it's just gonna be using extra resources. I don't think I have to worry about it. I think I'm making plenty enough oxygen and hydrogen, but still it's more... Well, I don't even know if it's more power overall though. Like I have a way to turn... I have a way to get tons of hydrogen, basically just turning power into hydrogen. And I guess this would also make oxygen on the side as well. If I hook this up, because it isn't right now, it would kind of just be power, like more power used to give me the words, to give me my distilled water. But like this also scales much better than the distillation tower recipe, because due to the perfect overclocks, it's also going to be faster, pretty damn fast. Still, it's really just a matter of how much power this setup takes. How is this even running at? Like, I guess I probably have an EV energy hatch under this, because I don't think I'd be running it at IV. Actually, I've used the distillery mode. It doesn't use... It doesn't make pollution at all. It would indeed make it a lot more efficient, but I guess it's also just a hassle to go through. But then again, like, how much more of a hassle is it than just having to set up a chemical plant on a autocrafting network? But like, either way, there's going to be more hassle for me to do it today. I'm kind of feeling my eyelids getting heavy as well. Maybe it's just that it's getting darker in my room, and the heightened difference in light is causing my eyes to hurt, because my screen is a lot brighter than the rest of my room at this point. I think sun already has set at this point. How the circuit's going? It's gonna take 30 minutes. I don't even think it'll be finished for today. I don't know if I'll be here another 30. Is there any little thing I have left? Looking at this, not really sure if I want to choice now. Like, if I do get this fella, make the distillation a lot better. And I have said that I want to go for efficiency with this build, and also throughput and scalability. That would be an idea. Would be worth going for, probably. But in any case, I don't really think I'm going to be doing too much more today. Kind of starting to feel a bit sluggish too. The Greg claims another victim. Like, really? This is just like make one LCR for sulfuric acid. Actually, remember there's a shortcut recipe for one, so I always forget. And make another one for nitric acid. This one does actually need to be sped up quite a bit. Nitric acid is annoying. And then, like, maybe make 2 for nitric acid actually. And then distill the water one way or another. Double chemical plant. All that. Shit, fuck, add. I'll probably just do my sign off once the ad is over. Just let me mark the thoughts I just had are sensible enough. Nitric acid. I'd probably do 2 for that. The sulfuric acid. Oh wait, this needs more than not the right recipe. Think. Use brain. That's the recipe that is. Like 24 seconds at LV probably just needs 1. Like this, you need less of this than nitric acid anyways, and there's also the recycle, you get a good bit of it back. Get 66% of it back. then either want to go for the goat distillers or a LCR route. It'll be worth connecting this fella as well. Do I have the channel? I should have the channel, right? Yeah, 20. That's good. Then I'll need a fluid storage bus. A little one of those. So they're gonna get blocked by the circuit crafts. It doesn't seem so. Just need the simpler from here, I think. Come on. It's free crafts. Can't take this long. Actually, I think like if it needs to use the same machine 3 times in a row, it's gonna actually take 5 seconds per stage of the recipe because it can't chain them together because there's a slight delay. It's quite annoying. Maybe I should make them in bulk. So I'd want to like 700. Take you like very high priority. And surely like 800 is fine. Adding priority only does so much. If the demand is too low, there's nothing that can help. 800 should be fine. Just let the high priority take out. So then distilled water with the Goody and distilled water with LCR. And then I can just pick when the time comes for that. Then I also want a distillation tower for this recycling step. I guess I could also use the Dangodi for this if I end up making that. Put that next to this, like that. Let's keep them separated. They do have the same texture. My dumbass will probably mix them up. I think that should be everything. All I need. So I could just do 2 chemical plants, then Goody and 3 LCRs. So I think Goody does really seem like worth going for. I guess I'll probably want to label it like this. I'm just trying to label it to ensure that I will remember remotely what I'm doing when the time comes around. There we go. But yeah, and I've been hinting at it for a while, but yeah, I think I'm gonna be stopping here. I'm tired. Had my fill. Damn shitfuck circuits taking actually forever. Look at this craft speed. Like, it's barely moving. Damn. But yeah, let me see if I can even find someone to raid at this time of day. Any GTNH us. There are. There's actually quite a few. I guess it's just people in the different regions. That makes a lot of sense. My sleepy kind of forgot that's a thing. Probably gonna be a Quorum's raid here. She's like the best candidate. Alright. Pop that. I believe people are thinking too much about it right now anyways. I'm shrimply tired. Yeah, the troll guy. If there's any objections, then just raid this fella. I typically think quite a lot about my race, but I don't really feel like it today at all. So, do this. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and take care. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Just waiting a bit, so I hope it won't get cut off. I'm not sure when it cuts off, but I feel like it typically happens. I've seen it happen to others.